Dissolve is a stock agency that started in May of 2013 and has quickly made a name for itself in some positive ways and some not so positive ways. Dissolve's goal was never really to have the most amount of footage, but to have a really unique look that differentiated themselves from the competitors. This has led them to make some really cool and unique videos with footage that can be licensed directly through their sites. This has even landed them staff picks on Vimeo. So talking about frequency of sales on Dissolve, they're the least consistent out of any of the medium to top earners. As they report sales on a weekly basis, some weeks you're finding your reports come in with a huge amount of sales. In other weeks, you're getting big fat zeros. This lands Dissolve as one of the most inconsistent stock agencies through a huge range of contributors that we've spoken to. One area that Dissolve did not want to innovate in is how they pay their contributors. They're on a 30-70 split where 30% of the profits go to the contributor and 70% to the company. This is really similar to how Shutterstock works, except for the fact that the frequencies of sales are so low on Dissolve that it almost doesn't become worth uploading to them. Artist relations with Dissolve is kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, you get free t-shirts and notebooks. On the other hand, they're not always the best to deal with. When Dissolve started out, they tried a model where they were selling clips for $5 without telling their contributors. This led to a lot of outrage and they ended up pulling the practice. Fast forward a couple years, and Dissolve started to price match without telling their contributors the new stock agency on the scene, Video Blocks. What this meant was clips that were typically selling at $79 and you were getting $23, that 30% cut, were now selling for $50 and you're only getting 30% of that $50 sale. This would be great if they decided to price match Video Blocks in terms of the dollar value, but then also the percentage that Video Blocks is paying to the contributor. So needless to say, the reputation is actually pretty low in the artist community. One of the newest things that Dissolve started to do is limit the amount of clips that a contributor can upload to their site each month. This can be as low as only 25 clips a month. So that means if you're looking to get your entire stock collection online, this will take a very, very long time. And the payout really isn't worth it. In terms of choosing which sites to upload to, we would typically recommend that you start with those big earners that we mentioned before, and then once you're established in the industry, you could start uploading your best clips to Dissolve in hopes of getting a sale once or twice a month.